serious issue.
Yes,
like,
it is a very serious
yeah,
issue.
we should talk about it. You think so?
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay, so majority of Nigerian women are of the opinion that Nigerian men are nothing close to being romantic. I mean, this is a major debate amongst women. Even though a lot of foreign women put up pictures on social media showering praises on their Nigerian boyfriends, Nigerian women still think that Nigerian men are not romantic. So is it that a lot of Nigerian women expect more? Or is it a notion that has been exaggerated by Nigerian women? Well, this is what we'll be talking about on today's episode of the show, where we give you nothing but good vibes. The Vibe Cafe Show. My name is Rachel and I'm Isaac. I am your girl, Ray Ray.
And I am your host, Eric Wanso, and we're still talking about, are Nigerian men romantic? Are Nigerian women having higher expectations from their men? Or is it just that being romantic is different from person to person? These and other more we're going to talk about right after the break when we come back. Don't touch that down.
Welcome back, beautiful people, to the Vibe Cafe Show, the show where we give you absolutely nothing but good vibes. Okay, I still have Eric here with me in the studio, and it is time for us to dig into the topic of today, which says, are Nigerian men romantic? Now, this is how we're going to do it, guys. As opposed to us having guests in the studio, we are going to be doing this by ourselves for you guys. So I get to represent the ladies, and Eric gets to represent the men. So, Eric.
Ladies first. What do you deem? What do you deem as romantic?
I say, okay, so this is what it means to me. Romantic is a man who pays attention to detail, a man who treats me like the only woman in the world, a man who makes me feel loved, a man who is attentive. I'll go into all the details. I'll dig in deeper, but I'm just saying that those are the things that I look out for. Those are the things that would make me say, oh, this guy is romantic. A man who takes his time to listen. I mean, this is just like top on the list for me, You pay attention to who also does the little things. I'm telling you, it's not a lot of work to be romantic. Trust me. I'm saying this also
for Nigerian women.
Yes, for Nigerian women and for Nigerian men. Now, that's what I'm saying. It's a personal thing. When we were talking about this earlier, I was telling you that it's not a thing about being Nigerian or being a man. It's just about your personality. There are a lot of people who grew up in backgrounds where love wasn't a thing. I mean, love was only something they would see on TV and then reading books and all. So it wasn't a thing they grew up having. So it's not expected. You can't actually expect those people to give love or be romantic. They
have to have love for you to give love.
True, that's it. So
now, for me, being romantic is about being considerate about the next person. I mean, being thoughtful of the person. What do you see that this person likes? You know, it might be a book, it might be food, it doesn't necessarily have to be something materialistic. But also another thing I always wonder, why is it on the guys to be romantic? Romance is a two-way street. What do you think you girls have to do to show romance?
I don't think it is always on the guys. It's just because you know how the African mentality is. It's on the man to lead. So he has to lead, he has to show he has to be the one to tell you what his love language is. From what his love language is, he has to communicate that, and then you guys work with that. So I understand that it's a two-way street, it's a two-way thing, but the man has to lead. In most cases, the man has to lead. So, do you understand?
From a woman's perspective, how do you think you can show that you feel a certain way to a guy? What are your romantic gestures?
So the thing is, when I am interested in someone and I want more, it doesn't have to be someone that I'm having. Why are you laughing? You are so nasty, boy. You are so nasty, boy. Yes, what I do is I give him my time. I think you start to know when this person has your time, or when this person always checks in to know how your day is going. Not necessarily the very unnecessary question.
How are you doing? How was your night?
But how was your night is okay. How was your night doesn't count. But how was your day? How did your day go?
How was your night? I'm sleeping. I wouldn't know how my night is going. Ask my guardian angel.
Yes, somehow it is a dumb question, but at the same time, it only goes to show how much this person cares or the person wants to know if your night went well, if you had 2 drinks, if you, and sometimes you just ask because you want them to say, oh, it wasn't something because you were not there or something like that, you know. But the thing now is when someone goes the extra mile to ask questions like that, sometimes you know just sending messages, call, how did your day go? It didn't go well. Is it something you want to talk about? Have you had lunch? You want me to send something over? Do you want me to come over? And all
What
of
about
that.
sending flowers?
Spend time with them.
Why do Nigerian women have a problem with flowers?
Not every Nigerian woman has a problem with receiving flowers. I don't like flowers. I don't know. I can't stand the smell of most of these good-looking, very beautiful flowers have bad smells. I'm sorry, no offense to people who like flowers, but I don't like flowers. I'd rather you send me food, small chops,
small
money,
chops,
small chops. I know, right? I mean,
yeah.
So it's just those little things. Give me your time, give me attention, ask what my love language is, ask questions, reasonable questions, listen to me.
Does the person have to go overboard? Because sometimes you do some little things for people or your partner and it's like, I see what this one got me. Whereas my friend this thing got this. So what is it?
Have you not noticed that the times when you have those memories that you always remember and then that puts a smile on your face are those things that happen when money is not involved? I'm not saying I don't like money. People should not come at me. When you hang with someone and you guys spend so much money, the memories that you'd have from that experience would be things that happened after the money, after you guys exchange money. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, so as a Nigerian woman, would you consider a guy who decides to take you to a buka as a romantic gesture? Like, you guys, let's just go to this buka as opposed to a restaurant, like a pricey restaurant. Would you consider that being romantic?
It would depend on a number of things. Am I just meeting you for the first time? Do I know you before? Because if you try to come up with the whole cheapay thing to see if I'm materialistic, that might be a turn-off. So if I'm to do that with like a romantic interest, someone that we've been talking for a while, we've gone somewhere, we both decided that as opposed to doing restaurants, let's do a buka joint. Yeah, that would work. But you can't just call to say, oh, let's hang out, I can't wait to meet you. And the person says, okay, get this book away down my street though. We'll meet for there. That would immediately make me feel okay.
What if he doesn't have money and that's what he can afford and he's just showing
See, that's the thing. I don't know if you've seen This Is Us, but there was an episode of This Is Us where after the guy had tried everything, he told the girl, I don't have money, I used my last card. Yes. So why can't you communicate?
Because Nigerian girls also want you to have this car, this flashy life. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them seem to feel that way. So guys feel like if I decide to do something as simple as maybe take you somewhere, go to the movies or go to this thing, that they won't appreciate it. So they feel like they have to go overboard and
it's not about going overboard. You said know what works for you. No, do pass yourself. Don't be a what's the thing now? Don't be a Vico and be looking for a Kim Kardashian. It will not work now. Look for somebody that would work for your standard. Do you understand? Look for someone that would suit your pocket. Yeah, should get size. Do you understand? So, that being said, there are times when people, you see someone of this level and then you now see them relating with and romantically linked to someone less than them in terms of how much money they have. And you're wondering, these things happen. But then package yourself to a certain extent and make the person fall for you to the point where you're comfortable to do that.
So are you saying that you have to be at a certain level to be romantic? Or
I'm not saying you have to be a certain level. Make this person know your level first. If it doesn't work, let it go. Wow. If it doesn't work, you let it go.
That means romance and everything is quite expensive.
At the end of the day, my point is you have to communicate. You have to know what works for this person. There are a lot of people who are not materialistic, but trust me, as bad as it bad, they cannot go to any buka to eat. It doesn't mean that they would not struggle with a guy. It just means that there are some things. I mean, it's something as simple as a date. You can afford to save 20,000, 10,000 to go on a date. There are restaurants where you can go and spend that less and then you have a good time. It doesn't have to be struggle. Even dates too will struggle because you're trying to see that the lady is not materialistic or is materialistic.
What's the most romantic thing that someone has done that you like?
Okay, there was this time that it's getting me making me blush and it's just very funny. So there was this time that I met this guy and we had talked and talked and talked and looked forward to the date. Then we now hung out. When he came, I was on it. There was that time I was still trying to work on my tummy because I talked so much about how I was going to the gym. So I wanted to impress him. I had this very beautiful red dress, rosy, pretty dress. So this guy just comes looking very hot and everything. Wears a random shirt, t-shirt, loafers, wearing denim. We went to saw a movie and then we were in the movies and he just grabbed my hands. It was so sweet. It wasn't a love scene. He just grabbed my hands. He didn't say it. It wasn't. He just did it like subconsciously. It just happened, and that finished. And then we had a moment where we went outside and we just sat in the car and talked. So it wasn't. At the end of the day, I didn't remember how much we spent, what we ate, or anything. It was just the moment, and I just thought we were going to drive or talk or kiss. Or he just said, "I just want to be here with you. I just want us to breathe and just be here in this moment, live for this moment."
Are you still with the person now?
Yes, I am.
But what if the person decided to say, let's watch the movie in my house with lights off and everything?
That's what I'm saying, understanding, communicating with people. I don't belong to the school of thought that, see, I don't believe that when you go to a guy's house, you guys would Netflix and chill or something. It gets to a level, you say if you package yourself to a point where the person go fear, say, even if I want to say, let's do the cold room experience, you know, for those who know what I'm talking about, yeah. So even if you want to give them the cold room experience, you go give yourself level. I think at the end of the day, understand who you're with, know their love language, find what works for them. If you guys don't have the same love language, meet in the middle, somehow make it work. Yes, at the end of the day, communication works. Communication works basically.
Me, I would say, I met someone, and because the person knows that I love movies and I also like to read. So there's this book I've been talking about that I really wanted to get. You know, after the first time we met, we saw a movie. The next time, she came with this book, and I was blown away because I was just having conversations about books I like. I didn't think she was even thinking about it or even had it in mind. And when she just brought it out, I was blown away. For her to have thought about this, it's just like you saying, "Oh, you like this jewelry," when you're passing the shop, and then 5 days later, your partner.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Wow,
it's
really
the little things. You know, the things that they like. You do those things without having to ask. It's just beautiful. It's just pretty. It's not about calling to say, "I'll be eating." Even if you see, it goes beyond that. Me, I'm telling you that we're talking about this earlier, and I was saying that a little thing, something as little as when it's random to have sex, it's fun to have sex, but in between that, imagine playing a romantic song. So you go the extra mile, so guys. Go the extra mile.
When you spend time with your partner, you should understand
have
them,
an understanding of
them,
who they
what
are,
they like,
what they are about, basically, what they are about. Okay. So I want to ask you. We've talked about romantic gestures. Let's talk about how you'd want imagine a romantic evening and tell me how you'd want it to play out. As a romantic Nigerian man, because now you're saying that Nigerian men are romantic and all that.
For me, because I'm mostly an indoor person and a private person, so for me, it can be in my place or her place. You know, one person is cooking or helping the other person out. We have a meal, maybe get popcorn, watch movies that we like, you know, cuddle, you know, have a glass of wine, you know, all of those things. Listen to music that we both like, or introduce each other to each other's kind of playlist. For me, that works for me. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It doesn't have to be something, just something that we both enjoy and enjoy each other's company. Because for me, even if you do all of those things, if you do not enjoy the person's company, then what's the point?
Okay, well, I share the same thoughts. So I have the same opinion about what a romantic evening should be, because I love movies a lot. I always tell people that name that movie showing in the cinemas. If I've not seen it, then the movie is not out. Yeah, I say that. Yeah. So what I expect a romantic guy should do, or what I expect a romantic guy should to do, rather, I'm saying should, why a lot, I'm saying should a lot, is invite me over. Ask me what movie I'd like to see, download it. If you don't have the movie, ask what genre of movie I like. Do you understand? Get something close to my favorite movie, play songs, get food, have us cook together.
Food, yeah.
Even, yes, I think I'm telling you that if for any reason they say, the girl or the bobo the girl, you know, it's food. I'm telling you, it has to be food and movies. I'm telling you, I'm a food and movies person, 100%. So get movies, get food, talk. I don't watch TV. Do you understand? If I'm not seeing a movie, I don't just randomly go on TV. I'm searching for a certain, unless I'm on a show or my movie is playing or showing or something. So get that. Take out the movies, take out the world, drop your phone. Just the two of you in your world.
So, if you were to give an advice, romantic gesture on a budget, from a woman's perspective.
Invite her over. Ask her what she'd like to prepare, her favorite meal. Go shopping, get what you need for that meal to be prepared. Come home, go on YouTube and have the meal prepared together. Then download her favorite song or something. Just buy candles, scented candles in your living room or something. Make it happen. Then maybe after dinner, if you guys messed up, the meal didn't come out as expected, laugh. It's not that serious. Have it recorded or something. You could even make a vlog that you guys would watch. If you now work out, you go play to your children. If you don't work out, you go look and cry, delete them at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you guys have done something interesting. And then after you record that, maybe sometime before you guys go to bed or before you walk at home, watch the video you guys have made. If you want to dance, dance.
Aww.
Set the mood, make it right. You don't have to go out. At the end of the day, you see that on a budget, you've spent not much and you've achieved something that you'd have gone to pay a big restaurant. Yes, so it's at the end of the day, just know what works for you.
I didn't know you were this romantic.
I am very romantic. I am very romantic. Just find who works for you, who understands you, who gets you. Find the person. And so I want to ask you a question. Do you honestly think that Nigerian men are romantic?
Yes, I think a great percentage of Nigerian men are romantic, but I also feel like because of the pressure right now, a lot of them feel like being romantic means that they have to do gang, you know, buy flashy car, buy this. So a lot of times that holds them back from wanting to express their romantic gesture because they feel like, what if I do this and it doesn't meet up to your expectation or it doesn't meet up? And you know, sometimes some girls always like, see what my friends this thing got me, see what you got me, you know. So they don't want to do things that they feel like you will not appreciate. So a lot of times that holds them back from actually being romantic. So I feel like Nigerian men are actually, to a great percentage of time, they are romantic. Also, they don't like to show their vulnerable side. Nigerian men don't like to show that mushy, except to someone they really like and everything that they've understood that won't take it for granted. But yeah, they are actually romantic. A greater percentage of Nigerian men are romantic.
Okay,
and I feel the women should be more understanding.
Alrighty, Eric, okay. Okay, guys, this is the much you can take on this segment of Vibe Cafe Show. Now, do not also forget that you can be a part of this conversation. This video is going to be up on our social media page at Vibe Cafe Show. Do let us know what you think of the topic, are Nigerian men romantic? If you agree or disagree, do let us know. So we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, it will be the lifestyle segment. Stay with us. Hola, beautiful people. Okay, I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on. They're not in the studio. Well, we've decided to spice things up a little bit. But on to the lifestyle segment of the show where we're bringing nothing but good vibes. Vibe Cafe Show. Okay, so we know that Lagos can be stressful. Maybe not only Lagos, wherever it is you're watching us right now, we know it can be stressful. So we're trying to take you off the hustle and bustle of that city and then get you to relax. So Eric, tell them, what are we doing today?
Well, we're here enjoying ourselves, trying to relax. You know, work can be stressful wherever you stay, Lagos, Abuja, wherever can be very stressful, and you need somewhere to relax, you know, listen to good music. And also for people that like to read, people always find it very hard to read. This is a beautiful place to come sit down and read a book or two, or have conversations with your friend, or even those meetings that you want to have. Sometimes people don't want to have meetings in office spaces because it makes them all clenched up and stressed. You can come here and have a meeting with your colleagues. You can, after church service on Sunday, you can even bring your family members here and just have lunch or brunch, you know, and just enjoy yourself, enjoy the music, enjoy the ambience, whatever it is that, you know, you do to relax.
Okay, so I'm going to add to what Eric is saying now. Eric has been saying, you come here. See, it doesn't have to be about this thing.
True.
Because a lot of people might be afraid when they see this and say, do I have the kind of money in this thing?
True.
Now, it doesn't even have to be in a restaurant. It doesn't have to be in a bar. You can go to the beach. You can go to the spa to relax. You can go for a massage. It's not only when you go for massage, I see people who come with their books. when you feed your mind, it's also a form of
relaxation.
And sometimes when you even go to the salon, wash your head, wash all the heat off the
All the stress.
wash all the heat off the stress. It could also help you to
okay.
distress. And sometimes you can, as well, I think, go get a room, be by yourself. Other times it could be you getting to see a movie. It could be a form of relaxation.
True.
Because sometimes when you entertain your mind, as opposed to the regular stress that you get, it helps to ease stress.
Or you can even go for all those, concerts, comedy shows, spoken words, live poetry that people do. Just go there, sit down, relax, jazz club, music, just small intimate spaces where you go, you just relax, have fun with friends, It depends on whatever works for you, just find something within your budget, within your means, and something that won't stress you out just thinking about it. And just
Sometimes
relax.
it could also be you going on a walk or going for a walk. That could help you feel relaxed. That could help you.
Or even a drink can help just relax you. A cold drink or a bottle of whatever you drink that makes you relax. Just have it.
And then another thing that could work is sometimes you don't necessarily have to leave your home. Sometimes you could relax all by yourself and you could do something totally different. You might just treat yourself to a glass of cocktail like this, or maybe you can just even do curry and peanuts or something, anything that would get you happy. And sometimes you just need to turn off your TV, be by yourself, go online, do some researches,
or even go offline.
get away.
Go off social media for a bit and just enjoy the company of your loved ones and just in their space and just enjoy yourself and relax. It helps distresses you and it clusters your mind of so much that you're going through. It helps relax.
Okay, so about right now, about this time, we're here right now and I'm treating myself to a glass of cocktail. This is called Virgin Colada. It's like a mixture of pineapples, coconuts. That's as much I can say, yeah. I'm sure you can find out more if you actually do research.
I always forget the name of my... It's called something shandy, but it tastes nice. You should try it.
Tastes really nice, really, really nice.
And very cold.
All right, guys, this is the much we can take on this segment. The next time you see our beautiful faces would be in the studio with the Vibe segment. Stay with us.
Welcome back, and it's still the Vibe Cafe show where we give you nothing but good vibes. And we just got back from
No, we did not just get back. We are just reviving and reliving the memory we had.
It was such a wonderful time.
Yes,
like,
we
we had fun,
we did.
It was beautiful just to spend that time together and,
with
just
your loved
enjoy.
ones.
Just as we did, you can also do that with your loved one, your husband, your wife, whoever.
Okay, guys, now, Eric is saying that you can also do that with your loved ones, just so you don't go and spend the money that is not there because you're trying to impress your lover.
Your level.
You can do something like that on a budget. You can recreate, see what I talked about earlier on. You can recreate a moment like that. You can just go on YouTube. I mean, it's very easy for you to recreate these things. You can make like a mocktail or a cocktail. Very easy. Prepare a meal. Just
what about
get
Zobo,
the setting right. No, not Zobo and Kunu. You can
what if that's what you like and it's on a budget?
Okay, if it's what you like, your head is inside there. Your head is inside there.
So it's just about having fun and enjoying creating those memories. And our vibe for today is thoughtfulness. How thoughtful are you of the next person beside you? Or your neighbor, or your friends, or your family members? How thoughtful are you? Sometimes you see people drive in Lagos roads, and the way they drive, I'm like, are you thinking if that person was your brother, or if that person happened to be you, how would you feel? How thoughtful are you in the way you relate to people, in the way you maybe you're walking down the street and you see someone having a terrible day or frowning, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
So and then to add to that, knowing that we're talking about how to be romantic, how to be a romantic partner, you have to go the extra mile to put into consideration what this person would like. You have to be thoughtful. You have to be, sometimes I say you have to be selfless.
Yes,
I have a friend who tells me all the time, use your brain. It's there for a reason. Like, it might sound like an insult, but then again, you have to sit down, think it through. Would this person like this? Would this person prefer
would you even like that if you were in that position?
Yes. How do I meet this person halfway? So it's just a matter of being thoughtful, basically, is the much we can take on today's episode of the Vibe Cafe Show. This is the show where we give you
Nothing but good vibes.
Like, I'm still reliving the moment. We had an amazing time at Continental.
Yeah.
You guys should check the place out sometime. And do not forget that you can go on our social media platforms. Do let us know what you want us to change about the show, what you want us to add. We are here to serve you better. It is at Vibe Cafe Show on all our social media platforms. My name is Rachel Isaac, your girl Ray Ray.
And I am your guy, Eric Wanso.
And we say goodbye. Bye, guys.